How's that? Oh, you're in this too, Jordan. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm getting a Skype call. I'm gonna have to hang up. Hang on.
Answer.
Press here too. Hang on a sec. Let me turn off my headset. Unlucky. Give me a sec here. Jordan, can you hear me?
Music.
Hello, hello. Jordan, can you hear me?
I hear voices. Yes.
Excellent. I see Carp is here. I think Carp is Carp here.
Yeah, I'm here.
I see Preston and a Fuzzy calling, and Brandon. Brandon, I can't read the last name. It's too short.
Really, Johnson? You really can't read Johnson.
Well, no, because on the bottom of my screen, it's like abbreviated.
Man, come on, dude.
I'm not gonna make it. Could have been like Joe Hall. I don't know.
Joe Hall.
What's wrong with you
Where
Canadians?
I'm from, there's a lot of Joe Halls. Okay.
I don't know where you live.
Private Jonas.
So how is everybody tonight?
It's Joe.
You know, trying to write 4 college papers and organize everything else. The usual. How about yourself?
That's pretty much the same for me. Not 4, but 2.
You're trying to get 17 essays done for one class.
Yeah, it sounds like everybody right about now trying to do a gazillion things at once.
Yeah, I've been closing at work all week, so I've had no time to myself. And
Yeah, I know Donkey's been trying to get all his biology stuff, and it's just crazy. It's that time of year for college students and whatnot. We're all trying to cram everything in.
Yeah, it's that time of year where the professors are on their period.
It's that time of year, Jordan, or you just have to break your Halo disc, you bastard.
Clean out your vagina.
Wow.
It's not my fault Microsoft makes crappy games. This is the second time.
I don't know if they construct the discs, though. You might want to take that up with the company in China.
Dude, I don't know, man. I've been playing video games since I was freaking 9. I own probably over 60 just Xbox games. I've only broke 2 games in my entire life. Both of them Reach.
Wow.
Fuck Reach.
What other games do you play, though? That's the question. Do you just overuse the disc?
I don't know. I don't. It's not that I mishandle them. I don't put them back in the case. I have like
yeah,
little.
You mishandle them. Let's be honest here.
Okay, well, fine. I forgot where I put my frisbee one day, and I got bored. No, like I don't know what happens to them. I really do not mishandle them at all, and they just crack, I guess. I never drop them. You know, I don't know.
Hey, just be happy it's just a game and not something else.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I bought this one on Amazon, and when I got it, it was already a little bit cracked.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I don't know. I guess it just like kept going or something.
Give it time.
I'll reach disc.
Donkey's not answering.
I got it.
The high command meeting was his excuse, so.
Yeah, we were starting that in 20 minutes, I think. 20 minutes, Scarg? Yes, 8:30.
Yep.
Actually, 26.
Okay, well, if you want to be precise, we can say 26.
Watching a video on North Korea, can I treat you like Kim Jong-il?
I don't know. I don't like little boys.
Wow.
Have you seen that, dude? It's so ridiculous, man. Like, they cry just by saying his name. I mean, that video's...
I'm glad I don't live there. That's all that really matters.
My glorious leader, Cody. Great job, Cody shot.
Oh, man.
Oh, the gift of life, great general.
Repeat after me. I am a rabid Cody fanboy.
I am rabid Cody fanboy.
I love you too.
Love you a long time.
Do you see what I deal with on a daily basis here, guys?
Hey, it's better than some things.
Hey, guys, want to know a secret? I'm Red's general. Welcome to Red.
I won't argue that.
Yeah,
oh, my lord, that's...
Oh, we got a pretty even amount here. 2 red, 2 blue. That's good.
Train the recruits. That's the worst part.
Oh, Jesus. Don't be scaring off our recruits, please.
All right, recruits. Bend down and touch your toes.
And I'm just going to walk behind you here and inspect your form.
Just going to respect your honor. Oh. Private Jonas. What lustrous curves do you have?
And Private Johnson, don't even get me started.
And
Does not.
it's not a phone.
God, Pete spits into your butt perfectly.
Oh lord. Some of the shit that goes on.
Why didn't I join Red when I came back?
Well,
It's so much more fun. It always
Dude, I
has
got
been.
a date in an
I'm
hour.
sorry.
Too.
But that's the truth. It always has been.
yeah, we're always
guy's
looking for you on this side of the
freaking.
fence.
This guy's gonna go out with a girl in an hour. Yeah, she's lucky.
What?
No, I got a date in an hour.
Oh, I was gonna say, have you been smoking the ganja again? When did I tell you about
Yeah.
smoking without me?
No, dude, actually, I have a full freaking jar now. I'm proud.
Oh god.
No, I'm not kidding. It is beautiful.
You crack me up, buddy. You really do.
I want to like make my own though. You know, like do some kind of herbal DNA reconstruction theories. Like break down the DNA and then reconstruct it with other type of chemical compounds and
Greg, I
like
think you
mass
have too much time on your hands. That's the problem.
Hey, we got 2 viewers.
You don't even know. I got an old chemical set that my mom bought me at 9. The only thing I ever wanted to do after that day was make drugs.
Okay, I stopped paying attention, and now we're talking about chemical sets and drugs.
Most people do that
Yep.
with me.
Welcome to our dysfunctional family.
I like the color.
Okay,
Just-
let's get this started. I think we've had enough preliminary action
Yeah.
here.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, I don't know. I was actually hoping you guys would tell me. I don't know what the hell is going on. But so tell me, what's recent with FC? Like what's shaking down?
Well, where do we start? Where was the last part before you disappeared? Before you took your leave?
I don't know. That was months ago. So just the most recent stuff. What's going on?
Red lost.
Well, let me just
Chapter
think
1.
here. Were you there for when we surrendered the last war? When the inactivity was bad? Were you there for that?
Yeah, I was there for that.
Okay, so after that, we did field marshal elections, and I got it again. And then Eagle, according to plan, we wanted to get him in there, so we put Eagle as field marshal. That
I
didn't quite
remember
go
that.
so well. And then Garg took over, and then there was some political stuff that went on with the Forerunners, and then Kablam chewed them out, and then Raz got wind of things and offered his assistance to come back, and the Forerunners said, "Okay, you can come back. We need you." And then they got back in, and then they selected new Forerunners, which is now Spartan and Erie. And then we all got messages saying that they were going to wipe the armies clean. They were doing this thing called Farstorm. And then Raz sent me and Kablam a message asking if we would be field marshals to help kind of rebuild things. So I said, okay, sure. Kablam wasn't too happy about it, but he said sure. And then we set pretty much everything up. And then we had to pick our high commands, which we did like I think 3 or 4 days after Kablam and I got the initial message. And then we finished that, and then we started enlisting, and then we started boot camps, and then things have just been kind of building up towards the war. And then we've kind of finalized most of our systems, and then there's been a lot of people in the community who are really not too happy with some of the changes, so they've been kind of fighting that back and forth.
And then
And that's pretty much it, to be honest. I mean, there's been a few people switching armies, a couple people switching, not a whole lot though.
barely any.
Maybe like 2, I think. I think 2 blues came red. Maybe like 1 red went blue. Okay, 3. I'm thinking tacos and paws, so that's 3. Other than that, yeah, there's just really not a whole much besides that, to be honest. Usual political bullshit, usual crap going around.
Yeah, that's always happening.
Yeah, that's nothing new. That's been going on since Halo 3. I mean, that's just nothing new.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, exactly. Overall, not a whole lot's really changed. I was talking to Spartan today, and there was a couple guys in blue who were thinking about maybe coming red to help even things out in terms of skill, and they decided that they didn't want to upset the numbers, which me and Spartan didn't quite get because we're actually pretty even in terms of people who've enlisted. So we're not too looking forward to the imbalance in terms of skills. So we're gonna have to start. I've scheduled a bunch of training with our guys, try and get them up to speed. So I don't know. Personally, I think the idea of mixing things up and balancing the two armies has failed miserably because a lot of the squads have kind of gravitated. We got VBD back, but I mean they're 5 members. I think Sparta's group.
Totally fair. You gotta try to fail.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure. I mean I think we got about 5 guys with VBD. I think Sparta's got about 10-ish, give or take a few. I think they may have added a couple more, and I think Fuzzy's group's sitting at about 10 to 12. So in terms of like the uber skilled guys, if you want to call them that, who've kind of been the power teams in terms of our last little recent history, they outnumber us by about 3 to 1. So we're just gonna have to see. I mean, they eliminated 4v4s. We're gonna be doing probably more objectives because of the way the wars are set up in terms of ROE and bigger maps. So I mean, we're just gonna have to play it by ear. I mean, we haven't really given it a chance yet, so we're just gonna have to see. I mean, trying to keep an open mind about it. I mean, there's a lot of things I would rather change that, Forerunners have kind of shot down, but, that's their job. They get to say yes and no, and we get to smile and go with it.
Smile.
Well, we try to smile sometimes.
Yeah.
You'd love to read the field marshal logs right now, Garg. There's a lot of fun stuff in there.
One day.
Yeah, you will get there.
I wrote 2, but one day. The
Yeah.
President's book will be passed down to me again.
The
and
Magic
then Red
Black
Army
Book.
is fucking doomed.
That's too funny. But yeah, that's about it, Carb. Yeah, really, you missed just kind of the usual bullshit that goes on. Nothing too exciting.
All right. Well,
Unless you like confrontation like me, or else this has been really fun. Really fun.
some confrontation is good.
Yeah. Well, it's the usual, right? People need to find a bad guy, and I'm the hard ass, so naturally I'm the bad guy. So,
There's that.
Yeah.
I can think
That's the
of
role.
one
You
other
gotta-
name that I would
you gotta-
totally wreck.
Right, Raz is really, he's kind of in the middle with things. He can go either way. Spartan's really diplomatic, so I mean, you got to balance it. I gotta bring the hard ass to the, the power scale. Kablam's evenly balanced. Erie's been on average, and he's pretty quiet. We don't really have a loud person to put a target on the back, so that's kind of what I've had to pick up. That's normal, though. That's how it's always been, though. I've always had the target. That's nothing new.
All right. So, what about events? Like, what events have been happening in Forerunner Conflict, or that are going to happen? What can we get into? What can everybody listening get into in the website?
Can we not talk about
I
that
think
tournament?
Reaper is doing a little, like, I think it's on Soul Calibur. I think he's doing like a matchup. He's creating people from the War Sim and fighting them together in Soul Calibur 2. I watched the first video. It was actually kind of cool. I think there was a couple contests Raz was running. We've created another account in Red, a lieutenant account, to try and boost some War Sim material. We had a couple videos that I made of some combat situations and stuff that,
Which scared the fuck out of me, by the way. I thought you actually got kidnapped. I was scared.
It was kind of fun. We were having some fun with it. We had some videos up to kind of boost the War Sim. A lot of positive feedback on that, so that went well.
Gotta go to Canada and rescue the glorious leader.
It's the block right now. I think there's going to be a Halo 3 night on Friday. I think I saw Reaper post something like that. Other than that, though, right now, it's pretty quiet on that front.
All right. So, wow, that one question pretty much knocked out all my other topics, except for no, literally. I'm like, what happened recently? And you ran away with happenings, wars, sides, management, and now I'm left here scratching my head like, okay, what do we talk about now? FC Media. What's going on with the media department? I recently just got back, and the first thing I did was post that I'm going to do a podcast. I haven't really looked into the other topics.
Yeah, I think I saw that post actually for the podcast. It'd be good to get those going again. Those are good. Those are fun.
So yeah, what's happening with the media? Is Bazonga still doing his stuff? And is anybody Deadeye? Who's doing what?
I'm not too sure. Since Firestorm's been started, I've pretty much I dismantled the entire Red and just kind of been rebuilding it from the top with all the guys in high command. That's where most of my attention's been. Not gonna lie, I haven't really been watching much of the other stuff. I'm actually in Forge right now building training maps, so most of my attention's been there. I really couldn't tell you what's been going on. I know
Okay.
Deadite was working on a promotional video at some point. I'm just not sure how far he's gotten with it. Have you heard anything about that, Garg? I think we were both in that.
What? I
Was
was
that
looking
one?
at porn.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was gonna ask, like, Anarchy. You're not really talking too much. You should get your voice out there, let people hear it.
Holy shit, that's
He's
He's pretty
anarchy?
much saying everything.
Oh,
He's
I know
answering.
that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Hey,
said it
Cody,
was
let
brilliant.
the other guys have a chance to talk for a little while.
Yeah, right.
I always thought to myself, you can't trust people with two first names.
That's too funny.
I don't know. Cody's
Oh,
just
fuck,
really,
what happened?
he's explaining everything. It's like you said. He's giving a 30-minute podcast in 5 minutes.
Yeah, you should see his Field Marshal broadcast. Does
Yeah, how's it
not
going?
stop talking.
We had a lot to cover. We're gonna have a lot to cover in this meeting tonight. I got a heap of stuff to cover, man.
Oh, really?
going
Do
on
you
my
care to
list
share
right
that?
Pardon? What'd you say, Carp?
I was like, do you care to share what you're going to cover?
Oh, sorry, man. That's red stuff. I can't share that with the blue.
Well, our requisition forms for our high command color capes have just been coming in.
I can't tell you we.
This is
some Trojan
really
Gun-
interesting.
Oh, you don't even know, man.
Sounds exciting, man.
You know, I
a
want
little
I want a
jealous.
red and a blue status. I just want to be a private on red and a private on blue, so I can get in there and know what's going on.
Listen, Carp, I get what you're saying, man, but I don't want you inside me.
Well, you never know. It could be a special experience. You know?
You might like it.
I mean, that's what this is all about. Believe it or not.
Homosexuality?
Maybe, maybe. That's why you're here. To fill us in on the hot white details.
Hot white, dude. Okay, dude. Creep me out.
All right, so recent gaming news. Mass Effect 3. What else is there?
Fuck that shit. I just seriously beat that game. I wanted to just pick up my Xbox, drive to the nearest lagoon, and just make a raft.
What?
I
It's
hated
funny,
that end.
I never played Mass Effect 1, 2, or 3. I've never played that game, never gotten into it, so I'm just looking
Oh, yeah,
forward to
let me give you an insight of what they did, Cody, without giving any spoilers. This is what
Hey,
they
don't
did.
worry, I'm never gonna play it. So
No,
please
it's
go
okay.
ahead.
I
Well,
added
Mass
spoiler at the beginning
Mass
of this
Effect
video.
is a huge freaking universe. Like, BioWare created their own universe, kind of like Halo's. It's basically
Okay.
like as big as Halo's. They created
Yeah.
this huge universe with like thousands of history in it, and you know, there's 3 games that people, I don't, like me personally, I probably put in all 3 games combined, probably over 100 hours of like playing the game. And then the ending they give you on Mass Effect 3, it's just like, it has nothing to do with anything. It's
What do
not
you mean?
Well,
incoherent.
it's very
Sure.
vague, or if you will, and for somebody like Gargoyle over there and myself and other fans of the series, they created, like he said, a giant universe. It's a role-playing game, so you get into your character and you get into the decisions you make and
Yeah.
what your character turns out to be. You do this for, I think I put I had to have put like 14 days total into Mass
yeah,
Effect
please.
2, and all those games piled together all that time, and then when you get to the end, I can understand the developers' thing, and like, it's their story, they made the game, they want to end it a certain way, but nonetheless, for hardcore gamers or gamers who really like the game, when they give you only one option after all the time you've put into it, it pisses you off.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, like, Cody, you know games where, like, they'll give you a choice, and then whatever choice you make, you, like, see the impact that you made?
Yeah, kind
You
of
know,
like
that
how
kinda
Fable. at the end, kind of, you know.
That's what
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
thinking, too.
exactly, kind of like
Okay.
Fable. They give you at the very, very end of this game, they give you 3 kind of like totally different choices in a way, and then
Yeah.
if you do whatever choice you pick, I swear to you not, you get like the same cutscene at the end. You don't get to see like they preach this the whole 3 games. Your choices matter. Everything you did up to here is fucking important. Then you get to the end and it's just like, oh well, that's all it's saying. Fuck you,
And
BioWare.
in the end,
If you're
it
listening to
doesn't really
this-
matter.
Go to hell, BioWare. You made a crappy ending, and I'm down a game disc. You'd be out
Yeah.
buying Halo 3
I would not
replacement
be too
number
happy
3.
if that happened. That would bother me.
No, I wasted $60 on confusion and frustration.
Oh my god.
But besides that, no, the game's totally fun. I love it. Good game. Good graphics. Good stuff. Fuck the ending. Good stuff.
I was gonna say you spent $60 on confusion and frustration. I told you not to pay for porn websites.
Well, that's totally different. I mean, I can understand what that
Why didn't
horse.
anyone tell me this like until now?
Well, it depends on what porn site you go to, because I'm looking at this one now, and that horse is like,
Whoa!
Really
That's not even legal in this country.
no, it's cool, man. This is from Mexico.
Wonderful.
Okay. Any
Makes
other
it so
games
much
anybody wants to talk about before we get into the big one, which everybody can guess?
Bioshock?
Bioshock. Which one?
I don't know. One? I like that
Interesting.
game.
Moody.
Groundbreaking. I thought it really changed the gaming community with its
Okay,
New
so
ideas.
how do you think Bioshock Infinite looks very bright and
I don't know, never heard of it. I've
Open.
never.
oh,
Never.
okay, okay.
I really don't like Bioshock games. It's confusing.
Wow.
Damn it! Way to fucking just train wreck the podcast. Here I am,
This is a
ready to go on a tangent with Bioshock, and you're just like, oh, I don't fucking know. I just brought that up for no
This,
fucking
wait, hold
I
on. We're doing a podcast
I've
right
never
now.
even
Is that
played
what we're...
Bioshock.
Cody, you camera shy
Yeah,
No, I didn't even know.
because there's no
Yeah.
camera.
we're doing a live podcast right now. Blackhawk and somebody else is watching, and then I'm gonna post it up
2
later.
viewers.
Blackhawk,
Oh,
stop
sure.
jerking right now. Stop. I don't
Everybody
appreciate
can
you
see
doing
your
that
beautiful
voice.
avatars right now. And every time you
Oh.
talk, a little blue box lights up around your face.
That's
It
wonderful.
makes
Oh.
you beautiful.
Oh God! Now
That's
everyone in
cute.
FC is gonna know that I'm retarded.
Pretty sure
Or
they
just a
already knew that.
pervert. One or the other.
Well, that
Yeah, I'd go with that option, I think.
retarded bestiality pervert.
Oh, okay. All right, let's.
Yeah, I'm glad I haven't said anything embarrassing yet. I didn't even know we were podcasting until now. You're screwed, Garg.
Well, if you've listened to the other
Even trying to buy-
podcasts, he doesn't care.
I don't.
That's hilarious.
All right. Anyway,
And that being said,
Halo 4. With that being said, what are the comments, opinions?
I'm happy they're gonna actually do real weapon sounds for the weapons. That's something I'm really happy about. I
Yeah.
felt like
Actually,
I don't know. It just seems like the weapons are really fake sounding in the games that we've had. And
Oh,
I think
definitely. I totally agree. I was talking with my buddies about it. Like, one of the best parts I like about that first look at Halo 4 was the sound effect part of the video,
yeah,
because it sounded like Call of Duty or something like that. It sounded like you were there. Whereas in Halo 3, Halo Reach, every other Halo game, not just
Yeah,
because
I-
Halo 1 was old, but even with Halo Reach, it sounds like the gun sounds are being put through a filter. And
yeah, exactly. They don't sound like you're right in the battle. Yeah.
Exactly.
that's
Something
No,
else I
okay.
like about the first look is the music.
Yeah.
If you pay attention to the music, it sounds great.
Yeah, it does. I was a little concerned when I saw it wasn't Marty, but then when I was hearing it, I was like, okay, this is good.
I trust
happy
this
with
guy
it.
because
I mean,
he did a Castlevania game and some Final
Yeah.
Fantasy games. So I'm like, okay, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, they've had such good music in the past. I was a little leery at first, but once I heard it on the first look, I was okay. It sounds good,
Like
so I can't complain about that.
I'm a little bit probably happier than most people that a new guy is working on the music, because in my personal opinion, Halo Reach and Halo ODST, they just didn't have memorable soundtracks.
I actually agree.
No, I would agree. Yeah, I think Halo 2, I think for
Like
me
the
was
actual
most.
series of Halo 1, 2, and 3 had great music, but these other
Yeah.
ones,
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know,
be honest,
Marty was
I've
slacking
never
or something.
actually stopped and listened to the music. I've been too submerged in the incredible experience that is Halo. Product
Part
placement.
part of the
was
thing
deep.
that makes you get into it is the music. Without the music,
Well,
Halo
yeah.
would not be what it is. I'll
Yeah,
tell you this
That's
right now.
true.
The reason why, like Battlefield and Halo sell so well is their music. I mean, if you go to Modern
It
Warfare
creates the
3,
atmosphere.
there is no music that's memorable from Modern Warfare 3.
No,
You
there's not.
like
It's all
there's
the
no
same.
like Battlefield had the awesome intense theme, Halo has its stuff, and you go to like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I looked up the main theme for it and it's just not
Yeah, it's all recycled. It's kind of the same thing, just in different style.
You get that sledgehammer? Make some music.
yeah, music is a big part in game design.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I mean,
actually
music's
have
going to set
Halo
your tone
2.
and your mood,
Yeah.
right? And I mean, that's going to hit your gamer on an emotional level, which is, what's going to keep them connected to the game. I mean, I remember, I think it was Halo 2? No, Halo 1. I remember when it was like the silent cartographer, as you were fighting your way up, that one part with the ramps and the jackals, they had like the main Halo theme, but then they added in the electric guitar, and they
That
did the
was
same Halo.
awesome.
oh yeah, the
And
mix
that
of it.
Like, that was awesome. That was like, hey, now the battle's
Every
on.
time
like,
I played that, I had to crouch to the beat.
Actually,
It's
I'm
so
gonna
good.
pull up. I have the soundtrack for the original Halo. There's the normal Halo theme. There's the mix theme, if you will, the one with the guitar. But then they did
Yeah.
like a 1 minute one.
Yeah, no, the one we left
Called
before, I
Rock
remember
Anthem
that-
to Saving the World.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'll be
And
World.
that one, God, it's like when you first, it's towards the end of the game. It's when you first go out, I don't know. You exit some sort of doorway into a snowy atmosphere, and there's just a bunch of battles going on. I'm gonna play it for the viewers right now, but I'll look it up if you can, because that's great.
Stuff I get turned customer.
But yeah, so anything else about the Halo first look trailer?
Okay, there's
I think
two
it's fun.
things that I absolutely loved about Halo First Look. First of all, how fucking awesome is the name Kiki Wolfkill?
What?
I noticed that too.
Was no one else seeing that?
No.
Kiki Wolfkill. Her name is Kiki Wolfkill.
That's an awesome name.
That's like better than James Bond. Not as
Must
good
be
as
a
Jordan
great
Thomas.
actress.
But
What
I don't know. I liked how they're like trying to put some story into the multiplayer because I've always kind of like scratched my ass wondering like why are we fighting the Reds? Why are we fighting? What's so bad about the Blues?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting that they're gonna try to add a little backstory to it, and maybe it'll get
Don't worry,
implemented
Cody. I
into
still hate the
FC.
Blues. I just want to know why.
But yeah,
No, the one thing I like, the Spartan 4 is like, I like how they're going to go with the movement too. How you're going to be a little more like Battlefield. You're going to be able to jump over things, and actually maybe see yourself, rip open doors. And because I mean, like they said in the books, the Spartans are these big, powerful, athletic, soldiers who can perform these crazy things. Like Halo Wars, they're doing like front flips and shooting SMGs and these crazy martial arts. And I never got that feeling in the first couple of Halo games. So I really hope they bring that out in Halo 4. I think that's going to be awesome if, you can get in there and, jump over cover and, rip open a door with your hands and actually be able to see your limbs, moving and get that feeling of that extreme athleticism. I think that'd be really awesome.
Yeah.
That kind of movement.
making the world more interactive is basically what they
Yeah.
need. They needed to do this. I mean, all games do it now, and to move forward, Halo needs to do it as well. Because if you think
Exactly.
about it,
Yep.
you're just a pawn moving through just a world that people made for you in every Halo
Yeah.
game so far.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. There's no interaction and nothing like that. So, yeah, I was happy to see that there might be action sequences such as that.
Yeah.
No one judge me for this, but I
Oh,
hate
here we go.
the fact that 343 took my Spartan's codpiece.
Oh man.
No,
Spartan-
literally, man. I gotta say, it looks stupid. You got this, like, new and improved Spartan armor, and then by the codpiece, it's just like a black bump, and they're like, oh, it's super intense armor gel. Like, no, he has no protection. Have you ever been to a baseball game where a baseball player is not wearing a cup? Yeah, how's Master Chief gonna look so freaking intimidating? Oh, Covenant, yeah, try and take. They're gonna hit him in the nuts. He's gonna go down. Humanity loses. Game over. Codpiece.
All for a cup.
I do like the fact that not the codpiece. Trying to think of what I'm trying to say here.
Oh.
I'm too distracted by the codpiece.
Our flex the codpiece.
Oh, I love it. No,
So beautiful and shiny.
I think
See my reflection inside of it.
What time is it? Oh, Garg, we're 2 minutes late for our meeting, bro.
oh shiznap. Looks like we're
Well,
gonna have to wrap it up.
I'm leaving in 30 minutes anyway.
Ah.
I got
Okay.
a date I get.
All right, I'll wait 3 minutes with you, then we can delay it for 3.
All right. Well, then I guess we're gonna wrap it up. Opinions, each of you, on Halo 4?
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
No.
Okay.
I
So
care.
Gargoyles, fuck it. Cody.
I'm gonna love
If
that
they
game
can,
so
pull,
hard.
if they can pull it all off as good as they say they can, and as good as it looks, I think it very well could be one of the best Halo games in terms of the innovations they've made. In terms of how things work. But if they screw it up, I think they're going to destroy the whole series. It's going to be tough. They're either going to hit it or they're going to miss it. I don't think there's going to be a middle ground on it. I really don't.
Yeah. There's a lot more to talk about. We'll have to get into it into the next podcast. But Anarchy, what are your opinions on Halo 4? You
Seems
haven't
like
talked
they've got a
much, so feel free to make this last the next 3 minutes.
3 minute talk on Halo 4. They've got a good formula going. It's just it's like Cody said. They're either gonna hit it or they're gonna miss it.
You're one of the more hardcore players, right? Am I getting that right?
You could say that.
You have an MVP award. You're a hardcore player. Don't fuck with me.
Sure, you can go with that.
What do you think about the new scoring system?
I haven't really read much about it, but I mean, scoring's scoring. It doesn't really matter what the
Okay.
number is.
All right.
I mean, the only people really complaining about it are ones who are afraid that it's going to turn into COD,
True.
which are crazy.
I love Call of Duty.
Yeah, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with Call of Duty or Halo. I don't.
There isn't. There's just a lot of
People need
paranoid
to
people.
put in new tampons and just suck it up. I don't know.
Yeah,
Thing about Halo, though. For the past couple of years, Halo has been riding on hype, and they can't do that anymore.
Yeah, they have to do something new and interesting.
Yeah.
People are gonna buy a Halo game just because it's Halo on the title. It's not good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Well,
interested
I-
how armor abilities are going to work in it, though. Because it showed
Yeah.
sprint.
That's generic. They said they actually said that just comes naturally now, which it
Oh,
should.
alright.
Which
Play
it
shows
fucking
stuff.
should. They're Spartans, like
Yeah,
Cody
exactly.
said.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Oh,
supposed
wait,
to be this.
wait. Elites
be able to-
better be playable. You give me 343,
Maybe
playable elites. I will raise hell.
dinos.
I'm
I don't know if
calling out
dinos will be
Bioshock.
playable.
Calling out
Need
Sledgehammer.
dinos.
Fuck all these game companies.
Dinos are beautiful creatures.
I don't know
They're so
though, because they
sexy,
said it's
right?
not going to be centered around the Covenant. So
Yeah, although
Well,
they
they said
did
it's
say
like-
that all the enemies, had been retouched and updated, so they
Yeah,
may
that-
still include.
They said that they were They said that there's going to be a new main enemy, and they say
well, they said
main.
there's going to be a new menace. They didn't say there was really
New
going to be a
main
new
one.
enemy.
The new main menace. I'm thinking it's going to be Super Flood.
Super flood.
Chemically
We
We
enhanced.
finally get to fight the Grave
Flood.
Mind.
Yes, chemically enhanced flood penguins.
chemically.
I would say,
Done.
if anything, my money would probably be on some kind of Forerunner failsafe in case the Ark was destroyed. That's my guess.
Oh,
May-
you know
maybe-
how
Everybody's
awesome
money's
it would
probably
be?
on that.
Yeah, no,
Flood
never mind.
Forerunners. That would be an awesome enemy to fight.
New enemies in Halo 4, Nazis from the dark side of the moon.
I'm kind of curious. If there's not many Covenant, I wonder if there'll be like many Covenant weapons in the actual game. Because if you're not fighting the Covenant,
I don't know
Well,
where they put the story.
do they just do you
Yeah,
find
that's
them
a-
laying around in a shield world, or do you just not have them?
That's a good point. Yeah.
I guess we'll have to see when more comes out. I want to thank each of you for being here when everybody else bailed.
No, thank
Hey,
you.
that was fun. That was fun. That was a good time.
Oh,
Those
no,
are-
Thank you
definitely.
for
I
allowing me to make myself look like a fool.
Dude, you do that best though. I love having you with the podcast because you promote so much conversation, especially when you've got
Oh,
Cody
Saul.
here.
Just fuck.
Well, it's
For
funny 'cause,
quiet
like,
people like Anarchy and I, it's great to have two catalysts such as yourself together.
It's funny
Yeah,
'cause I didn't even know this was a podcast until about halfway through when you said it. So
I didn't
was
either.
kinda-
I learned that this was a podcast probably the second time you said that because I don't.
I'm probably
You two
gonna
could
get
probably
whipped
do a whole
for
podcast
saying
by
it at the
yourself.
start.
Exactly.
Good. The star.
All right, so
Feel the corner whip. Oh, that hurts.
So, possibly next week, we'll talk to you all later. I'm gonna go do this editing thing now.
Alright.
And you guys enjoy your HiCom meeting.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Too much.
They
So
go
much to
enjoy
do.
the 23 minutes of it. I guess.
Yeah. Are you heading out of here then, Gark?
Huh?
Are you leaving then for your date?
Well, yeah, at 9.
So you got 23 minutes? Or
Yeah.
do you- Okay.
22.
All right. That'll work. We can get something done. All right. Thanks, Carp. Thanks, Anarchy. Take care, guys.
See you, man.
Cheers.
See you around.